Okay. We're going. Cave World by Viagra Boys. Let's do it. These guys are a Swedish post-punk band. They've been at it for quite a few years now. Street Worms, welfare jazz. Now this. Very sardonic and satirical takes on being a regular Joe. And this record is no exception in the sarcasm department. This thing touches a lot on how we as a species have evolved, or devolved, on songs like Troglodyte, which is this driving synth punk track a la Devo. Chirpy little synth melodies, really persistent bass lines. You get these squabbling guitars during the instrumental breaks. And yeah, lyrically, this track sort of makes fun of people who see themselves as alpha apes, but the truth is, in the ape world, these people would have been shunned because they evolved a bit too late. Punk Rock Loser is some swanky, grime-caked post-punk that is just Viagra Boys through and through. And the guy on this track really wants people to know how not average he is. But the more he says it, the more it becomes clear that he's actually not very loose or cool at all, and he's just trying to convince himself. It's pretty fragmented, glitchy guitar soloing, really fun, really laid back, and just like I said, it's just classic Viagra Boys. Creepy Crawlers is a pretty hilarious anti-conspiracy theorist song. Like, some of these lyrics are just, I mean, it's like, it couldn't be more obvious what this song is trying to say or do. They're growing lizard tails. Their blood is perfect for the adrenochrome. Subtle synth arpeggios and sweeping tones pair up very nicely with the insistent, throbbing rock instrumentation. The whole track stylistically is reminding me of the song Toad off their last record, Welfare Jazz. The cognitive trade-off hypothesis is the inaugural new wave ballad. And this one's reminding me, like, stylistically of the song Creatures off their last record. That's grumbling bass line and super dusty lo-fi, like just four on the floor drum pattern. This one speaks on the evolution of Homo sapiens, how we had to learn to adapt very quickly after being kicked out of the trees, how we traded our wilder instincts for heightened cognition, some squawky sax noodling, some really nightmarish synthesizers, so danceable and sticky, yet so ghoulish and unsettling. Brilliant. Ain't No Thief is absolutely bonkers. Instrumentally, this song is just one big industrial cyberpunk dance piece. And lyrically, this character that Murphy conjures up is an obvious kleptomaniac. When confronted with valid accusations of thievery, he arcs up and gets curiously defensive. Very funny concept for a song. It rages from start to finish, has all the urgency of a police chase, which I suppose matches the criminal themes presented. Big Boy, for starters, has one of, if not my favorite bass lines on the whole album. Sounds like something Beck would have rapped over in his prime. The slack but kind of funky drum beat and Murphy attempting a very flirty, kind of sensual performance so certainly makes this one stick out. As the track progresses, we get some more like electronically tinged beats kind of shuffling over the top. Fills out the track quite nicely. It kind of creates like a nice transition without actually like changing anything about the song that is already there. And this character in this song, I think it's this, is it the same kind of, like, is it the same person in every song? Am I seeing people that aren't there? He seems to be dealing with some insecurities about his manliness and his strength. Ranting and raving about how he's got his big boots on, so tell your mans to keep his distance. I'm a big boy, babe. I need a big old bag to satisfy me. I'm a grown-ass man. I don't need your compliments. ADD is a song not about mathematics, but attention deficit disorder, and all the shitty symptoms that come with it. Instrumentally, this track is fine. Some rubbery bass, a linear groove, some contorted kind of zappy shots of synth. It's remarkably toned down for a song about such an erratic mental condition, and that is probably the point, but still not a super standout moment for me, unfortunately. But the final track on this album, Return to Monkey, a song that pleads with these freedom fighters and those who wish to not partake in societal processes. They just ask them kindly, leave society, be a monkey. They can all live happily ever after in their jungles. Ain't nobody vaccinated, We spend our time throwing shit at each other. We're just hanging out masturbating. Propulsive rhythm section, roaring guitars and really spasmodic leads. Some colourful vocal scratches for texture. It's pretty much ending the record with everything and the kitchen sink. I could not be happier with this album. This thing's awesome. It's awesome. It's just Viagra Boys in their usual form. Crazy, off the wall, really cartoonish senses of humour. They take a soldering iron to human beings' stupidity, and they have a great time doing it. And I had a great time listening to it. That's why I'm gonna give it an 8.8 out of 10. What should I talk about next, eh? If you want to leave society and be a monkey, subscribe. If you want me to talk about anything else on this channel, you're gonna have to tell me what you want me to talk about. Don't be shy. Is this entertaining to you? Is this fun to you? Do you enjoy this? This is fun. This has been another Dan Will review production. I think that's the video you can click on, like that's another recommended video, and then over here you can subscribe, or over here is the recommended video, and then over here you subscribe. I got pins and needles. We're done. Go home. The lot of you. Goodbye.